Welcome to Game Face Ohio's High School Hoops. Brought to you by TSC, Greavy Sales and Service, Premier Event Concepts, and Owen Kitchen and Bath.
On a cold and windy night, it's a good night to be inside the Horseshoe here in St. Mary's for girls high school basketball. And tonight on Game Face Ohio, we have a WBL matchup between the Bath Wild Kittens and the St. Mary's Rough Riders. I'm Dan Hirn, along with Rick Bowersock. And Rick, a good matchup tonight between a couple of WBL teams, kind of at the opposite ends of the standings, but both looking to improve and go on with the season.
Exactly. Last year, these teams finished tied in first in the WBL, I think, along with Shawnee as well. Big game between them last year. Bath's got a lot of experience coming back, and St. Mary's is still trying to develop that experience with these younger kids.
The Wild Kittens coming to this ball game 9-1 overall, 3-0 inside the WBL under the direction of Greg Mock. St. Mary's Rough Riders 2-7 overall, 0-3 inside the conference, and under the direction of third-year head coach Kelly Fulmer. And they will tip things off. We'll take a look at the starting lineups as we go along here. Ball will be tipped and come down to Bath. And Bath will bring it up court.
St. Mary's looks to be in a half-court zone trap. A little bit of a change up there, caused a little bit of a problem. Bath hasn't recognized it yet.
Now for Bath, and that turnover there early.
Out of it early. I think it's important. It's real important for St. Mary's, struggling as they are, to get off to a good start.
Underneath they go to the Rough Riders, and it'll be no good. The rebound comes down to Jess Johns, one of the three seniors on this Bath roster. Dakin over to Johns. Johns into the lane. She dishes underneath, and Emily Rui off the glass for her first two of the night.
Nice
She's a key figure in this Bath lineup, isn't she?
Yeah, Emily's a really good player. And she was all league last year, and she's just a good player.
She is the center, a junior at 6 foot. Free ball in the air from the left side. No good for Molly Albert. Will go out of bounds and stay with St. Mary's.
Reagan Aller down inside there, number 10 for St. Mary's. Got the ball, took it aggressively to the basket. Got an offensive tip there. She's being active inside.
Alberts will run out of time before she could get the ball in, so credit there to Bath for shutting down that inbound pass.
Yeah. Bath is traditionally known as a good offensive team, but I'll tell you what, their defense year in and year out is probably the best in the WBL.
Bath coming off a 55-36 win over Wapak, a game that they really dominated the boards, and that's something that they talked about before this game as being a key. Three ball from the right side, that's no good. Rebound underneath, and a jump ball going to be called as Rui got tangled up with one of the Rough Riders.
There again, Reagan was right in there getting involved. A little bit shorter. She's only a sophomore, but she's being aggressive. Reagan Aller for St. Mary's.
And generally, as you look up and down this lineup, as Bath gets the takeaway and the points off of it, they open up a 4-0 lead.
That's something that Coach Fulmer was worried about, was handling the pressure that Bath will bring in a full court.
Pass to the far side. Heitkamp tries to go inside. Now they kick it back out. So St. Mary's will reset. They generally, if you look at the lineup from top to bottom, are going to be at a size disadvantage facing this Bath squad.
And an experience disadvantage. But that's why they play the games. They're taking some time off the clock here. Trying to shorten the game up a little bit, being patient against this zone. Bath's really spreading them out in the 2-3 zone.
Underneath again, now back out. And onto the baseline. Dykus thought about it. Now she'll kick it back out, and St. Mary's will reset again. And a takeaway there. It's a third turnover so far on the night for St. Mary's. The last one led directly to points. Excuse me, Rick.
Right. That's been a problem for St. Mary's. That inexperience. They play hard. That skill just hasn't come together yet as a team.
Johns loses the handle. So turnover is hurting Bath as well. Up court quickly. Off the glass. No good. Malik Albert couldn't get it to fall.
There. Just couldn't convert it at the other end.
Rui's shot no good, but coming in and scooping up the board is Brandon. Her shot no good. And Jess Johns there to put it back up and in. So a 6-0 Bath lead with 4:43 left first quarter. St. Mary's really slows the game down when they get it down to their end of the court.
Actually, Falk out at the top of the key has been their leader offensively.
They continue to work it around. Falk, her shot no good, and the rebound comes down to Bath.
Bath with another turnover there. Then St. Mary's turned it right back.
Rui with another board. She kicks it back outside. Madison Clark goes back underneath, and Brandon lays it off the glass for two. So an 8-0 Bath lead as the Wild Kittens have opened it up early.
The Rough Riders need some help by their wing perimeter people on defense on the boards. They got to get back down in there and help the Aller girl get some rebounds.
Albert with it up top. And a steal there for Jess Johns. That's the 5th turnover now for St. Mary's. Down to the other end, and the ball goes back. Looks like it went off of Bath. Excuse me, went off of St. Mary's. So that'll go back to the Wild Kittens. They bring in a few subs here. Katie Dakin will put the ball in. Taylor Dakin out there as well, along with Caitlin Sidehouse.
St. Mary's switched up their zone. They went to more of a traditional 2-3 so they can try to get some help on the boards down inside.
Jenna Holler also into the ball game for Bath. She has it in the far corner. Underneath they go. Rui, her shot no good. Just into the ball game. Leanne Bertkey gets the board.
Even though they did get it inside and had a good shot, that was a good move by Coach Fuller to get some extra help down inside defensively. Now they just got to come down here and reward themselves for a good possession and score.
Heitkamp will get the bucket and this foul.
Good penetration move on the baseline there. Took it up strong.
Well, they're going to say there was no foul. It was an inadvertent whistle, so they'll count the bucket, and that'll be it. Oh, excuse me. So it looks like, no, she, okay.
Well, as soon as those officials got her figured out. They're in charge. We're going to give her 2 points. We thought we had a foul there, but
we thought we had a foul. She had possibly stepped out of bounds, and that time she did. Katie Dakin on the far side steps out of bounds, so the ball goes back to St. Mary's.
It's 2 possessions in a row for St. Mary's. They have to learn to build off of each possession. 2 possessions in a row defensively that they've shut them down. They scored the last possession offensively. It's all about learning and experience, and they're trying to gain some of it here tonight. Handled to press that possession. Looking to try to get the ball inside.
And then another takeaway as they try to go underneath, and Bath with the swipe. 3 ball on the way from the far side, and it's good for Katie Dakin. That'll open up a 9-point lead for Bath.
Been a lot of them Dakin girls go through the Bath program, and all of them can shoot.
Coach Walk mentioned before the ball game that Bath would love to set up some of that perimeter offense that would then expose the underneath game for them.
Right.
And a turnover here for the Rough Riders. That pass a little too much for Mallory Kill on the near side. Subs again as Ashley Falk comes back into the ball game for the Rough Riders. And Kelly Heitkamp will sit down.
Giving some of the starters a rest here toward the end of the first quarter for the Rough Riders. Still in their 2-3 zone.
Jess Johns with it in the lane, kicks it back out. They work it around to the near side. Back underneath. Shot in the lane, no good, but a whistle and a foul.
Good move that time by Aubrey Brannon.
Brandon will go to the stripe. Less than a minute to play first quarter. Her first shot is up and good. And the lead for the Wild Kittens is 10.
Talked about St. Mary's being inexperienced and kind of young. Actually, Bath is really young with only 2 seniors. And Aubrey here is just a sophomore.
Second shot is good as well. 13-2 now. Bath with the lead. St. Mary's got behind the defense there. The shot is no good, as Bath was able to catch up, and now a fast pace back and forth here to end the first quarter, as Brandon will be fouled again underneath. This time Ashley Falk, the guilty party.
The Riders just need to reward themselves on those breakaways like that. They've had some pretty good looks. They just can't finish it off.
First shot by Brandon is up and good. There's 6 sophomores on this Rough Rider roster compared to only 3 on the Bath side. Only 3 juniors for the Rough Riders as well. 3 seniors. 15-2 now. Bath with the lead and 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. St. Mary's trying to push it up court. To the left side, shot up, no good. Rebound controlled by St. Mary's. And a whistle and a foul. Looks like they're going to get Jess Johns with the foul here.
Alicia did a nice job of penetration, got an open shot for her teammate. They just, there again, got to finish.
St. Mary's with a long inbound pass. Under 20 seconds to play first quarter. Falk and a 3-pointer on the way from the left side, no good, but the rebound, St. Mary's back up and in.
There they go.
Ball put it up and in.
Bath pushing it up quick, going to get a good look. Do a foul.
And Brandon's shot ends the quarter, and it's no good. After 1 quarter of play here in St. Mary's. Oh, okay. We look like we're going to send Brandon to the foul line here.
Yeah, she's getting accustomed to that spot. I think she's 4 for 4 right now. 5 for 5, maybe.
Yep.
She's been aggressive, taking it to the basket. 6 out of 6.
And she finishes off the quarter with 2 more foul shots. So after 1 quarter of play here in St. Mary's, it's the Bath Wild Kittens 17 and the Rough Riders 4. You're watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
Tailgaters Drive-Thru, located just south of Lincoln Avenue on Defiance Street, has the best pizza in Wapakoneta. Tailgaters Drive-Thru is hot food, cold drinks. Tailgaters Drive-Thru on Defiance Street. We've got what you're looking for.
Welcome back into the Horseshoe here in St. Mary's. Beautiful new facility over here at St. Mary's as we take a look at some statistics from the first quarter, a quarter that was dominated by the Bath Wild Kittens. They lead 17-4.
Yeah, their pressure defensively and St. Mary's inability to really handle the ball as a unit led to a lot of easy baskets, and the rebounding is with a definite edge to Bath. And you can just see that they're more experienced and just better all-around players at this point.
St. Mary's committed 7 turnovers to 3 for Bath, and that makes 4 for Bath as that one sails out of bounds. And
St. Mary's came out with their trapping press at half court again. I like that. Coach Fuller's trying to be aggressive with them, and that's the way they're going to learn.
Audrey Brandon finished strong in the first quarter with 10 points and 5 boards as Jess Johns throws up the jump shot from the corner. And a jump ball going to be called underneath.
St. Mary's possession. Bath putting a lot of pressure man-to-man and trying to just really deny with a little safety back here and this full-court press.
That ball's going to go out of bounds.
St. Mary's was able to throw it over the top the last time against this, but we'll see what happens.
St. Mary's will inbound again on the baseline. This time they get it in. Aller down to the opposite end, lays it off the glass, no good, but a whistle and a foul.
Reagan did a nice job there. Got the ball, pushed it up the floor, saw an opening, went to the hoop.
That foul is going to go on Aller. This is the offensive foul.
The official felt that the defense was set. Some of the local people from St. Mary's here had a disagreement with that point.
Well, St. Mary's doesn't need to help the Bath cause already trailing by 13. And committing offensive fouls doesn't help.
But it was an aggressive foul, and I'm sure Coach appreciates that too.
Bath with it. They go to the far corner for the 3. It's no good, and the rebound comes down to St. Mary's. Rough Riders push it up court. Falk with it. Now Aller between the circles looking for help, and she will lob that one out of bounds, and there was some miscommunication there between her and Albert.
Yeah, actually picked up her dribble that time, and when you do that, you usually put yourself in trouble, especially against a good defensive team like Bath.
Under 7 minutes to play here in a half. St. Mary's with the ball on the right side, into the right corner. Shot up and no good by Dykes, and the rebound comes down to Bath. Back into the opposite end, and a nice dish to Rui, who puts it up and in for her 6th points.
Real nice pass by Taylor Dakin there.
Dykes gets one off the glass.
St. Mary's has had some success pushing the ball up the court. It's that press.
Here's a 3 ball on the way from the left side, and it's no good. Rebound comes down for St. Mary's. They push it up the court again. Falk slows down a little bit, but gets it off the glass for 2. So St. Mary's starting to score now if they can hold down the Bath offense on the opposite end. They trail 21 to 8.
St. Mary's doing a better job of pushing the ball up the floor. I think kids like to do that, and like you say, you're not having a real successful season.
These two teams locked up in an epic battle last year, and let's take a look at some footage from that ball game. It was a thrilling game between these two teams, and a game winner in the closing seconds for St. Mary's. They pull off the upset over Bath, 50-48. That was a ball game we had here on Game Face Ohio last year.
And as we mentioned, these two teams tied, I think, the Shawnee for the league title last year.
Rui hits one of the 2. And with Bath now on top 22-8. She has 7 on the night. Rough Riders up court. To the far side, Falk will try the 3. It's no good. And Brandon with another board. She had 5 at the end of the first quarter.
Rough Riders still being aggressive.
That was
I like
7.
that.
Johns goes opposite side of the court. Jumper up and in. That's 2 more for Madison Clark. Actually, that's her first 2, isn't it?
2 points.
First 2 points.
Bath switched and went out of the zone back to man-to-man here this possession defensively.
Falk with it on the far side. Kicks top of the key. And a whistle and a foul. And I guess they're going to give that one to Brandon.
Yeah, I think anytime you put 2 hands on the person with the ball, as she did when they entered it to the post, they're going to call that foul.
That's just her first foul, but she and Emily Rui will exit. All are back into the ball game for the Rough Riders as Falk will sit down. St. Mary's will inbound into their own hoop.
Bath back to their zone.
Heitkamp looking for help underneath and another turnover for the Rough Riders. Johns pushes it up the far side. Tried to lob it into the lane, but that one was tipped away and ends up with St. Mary's. And they're going to call it for a carry.
Yeah, Johns might have been fouled on that possession.
It looked like it.
Looked like they might have grabbed her arm, and I don't think the officials saw it. And then St. Mary's came down, turned it over, give it back to them.
Bath with a 24-8 lead onto the baseline. And a turnover there as the ball tipped away.
Kelly Heitkamp, it's a good tip away there defensively.
St. Mary's has struggled to get consistent offensive production. And I think a lot of that has to be credited to Bath's defense.
That's true, Dan, and a lot of it has to do with the lack of confidence with the ball that the St. Mary's kids have.
Ball loose. And a jump ball going to be called there.
I'll tell you what, you got to give St. Mary's some credit. You know, their record isn't really good this year, and they're reloading, rebuilding a little bit. But, you know, it's 3 minutes to go, and they're down 16 points, but they're still diving for loose balls, and they're hustling, and that's the only way you're going to get better is keep working hard.
Well, we saw that in the JV contest as well.
Exactly.
Dakin with it. Pulls up for the 3. Off the back of the iron, no good, and the rebound comes down to St. Mary's. Molly Albert with the board.
Good rebound by Molly. That's what we talked about earlier. The guards getting in there and helping rebound a little bit.
She goes down the left side. Kicks that back out to the top. Jumper on the way and no good off the back of the iron, but a good board underneath for St. Mary's. Can't get the putback. And the ball goes back to Dakin and the Bath Wild Kittens.
Good rebound there offensively, Kelsey Robach.
Couple of subs here for each team. Make it 3 for St. Mary's. So the Rough Riders, after the turnover by Bath, will inbound. Rohrbaugh, Falk, Albert, Hill, and Bertkey, the 5 on the floor for St. Mary's, and a steal on the inbound pass by Bath. And then it looks like Haller stepped on the baseline, so it'll go back to the Rough Riders. Nobody wants this ball right now.
Well, you know, they're talking about the cold weather and the wind blizzard coming in, and I think kind of blizzard was hit here, blowing that ball in all kinds of different directions out there. Both teams are doing a lot of substitution. They go both 8 or 9 deep in this game, keeping the girls fresh so they can play hard.
Down to the baseline. Shot is tipped out of bounds.
Kelsey Rohball there with another good move. I'd like to see her finish that on the left side with the left hand. She brought it over with the right hand and got it blocked.
St. Mary's struggled to get the ball inbound earlier in the game. Albert with it on the right side. She takes a shot. It's no good. And then Dacken is tackled on the rebound. Looks like she got tangled up with the Mallory kill.
Being aggressive, being aggressive. Looks like we got the 1-and-1.
That'll send Dacken to the line.
I was talking to Coach Mock before the game, and he felt that Taylor Dacken has really come on a lot this year. He knew she was a good player, but she's really kind of taken over the role of the leadership at the point guard and does a nice job of passing, and he's really happy with what has been able to accomplish so far this year.
Makes her first foul shot. That makes her 22 of 28 on the season from the charity stripe and pushes the lead to 25 to 8 in favor of the Wild Kittens. Knocks down both of them. Those are Dacken's first 2 points in the ball game. It seems like she's been more involved than that.
Yeah, she's the leader. She's a distributor.
Turnover there for Albert on the far side. That makes 14 turnovers for St. Mary's. Excuse me, Rick.
14 turnovers. That Bath pressure is just a little too much for these girls to handle.
3 ball on the way for Bath. Off the iron, no good. Rui there with the board. And her pass tipped but recovered by Dacken.
Bath team's a real unselfish team, too. You don't see a nice drive there.
Jenna Holler to the baseline. The sophomore gets her first bucket of the night. We're under 2 minutes to play here and a half. Rough Riders trying to set up some offense here.
Good ball reversal for a wide open 3 there.
Shot no good. Rebound collected and pushed up court by Bath onto the baseline, and 2 more. Katie Dacken.
Good transition offense there. They just get it out and go. Girls are used to running.
St. Mary's tries to push it up court, and the steal there by Taylor Dacken. She pushes it up the near side of the court. Under a minute to play, pulls up the jumper in the lane. It's no good. And the ball will be tipped out of bounds and goes over to St. Mary's.
Taylor did a nice job there. That girl had an open lane to the basket. She just slipped right in front of her and took the ball away.
Paige Dykes back into the ball game for the Rough Riders. Also back in Reagan Aller. And into the ball game for Bath is Jessica Johns.
St. Mary's needs to get a bucket here. Under a minute to go. Going to the halftime on a positive note.
Turnover here is going to lead to missed shot for Bath. Rebound for St. Mary's and up court. Falk has the top of the key. Over the far side, St. Mary's still looking for an opening. They don't have a lot of time. And a swipe by Bath. And it goes back to St. Mary's. As Singhouse got a hand on it but couldn't corral it. And it'll go out of bounds.
13 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if we can get a Rough Rider basket here to get them a little momentum going. Into the halftime.
Down to 10 seconds. Falk with it between the circles. Over to the right side. Down to 3 seconds. It'll go out of bounds.
Something Coach Mox has done for years is the last 30 seconds of any quarter, he will go into a trap. And I think he doesn't want to give up anything easy, but he wants to put some pressure on them as they're going for that last shot. It's been real successful for Bath.
1.4 seconds left here in the half. And looks like Reagan Aller stepped onto the court there before.
Yeah, she was going to make a pass to Ashley there, I believe, Ashley Falk, but Ashley wasn't looking for it. And
on the inbound, the shot will not get off in time, and we'll go to halftime with the Bath Wild Kittens in a commanding lead, 30-8 here in St. Mary's. You're watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
What you looking at, Michael?
Oh, relax, Sherry. It's nothing that you'd be interested in.
I wonder what he's been doing on the internet for so long. He's got to be up to no good.
Okay. Here you go, Sherry. Happy birthday, dear. Call TSC for Bright Lightning high-speed internet today and surprise your wife. That is, if you can.
For over 100 years, the Stolle Insurance Team has been looking out for you.
We have access to major insurance companies all over the country. And together, we can customize an insurance program that will offer you the best coverage for the best premiums.
Let us look out for you. Give us a call for a personalized proposal today.
Proudly featuring Motorist Insurance, Stolle Insurance in Lima, Wapak, Salina, and Lakeview. Representing Motorist Insurance Group and other fine insurance companies. Stolle Insurance.
In a hurry in downtown Lima? Stop into the Elks Lodge on the corner of 81 and Northwest Street. The Elks Lodge has been serving some of the best food in Lima for decades, and we have now opened our doors to the public from 11 to 2, Monday through Friday. Come enjoy a fresh hand-breaded pork tenderloin for $3.95, a delicious Club 54 sandwich for only $5.25, or stop in on Thursday where we feature our slow-cooked prime rib dinner with a baked potato and salad for only $7.95. Lima Elks Lodge 54. Good food, good friends, good old 54.
Book your next getaway at tripsportstravel.com. Find great deals on cruises, flights, hotels, rental cars, everything you need for your dream vacation, right here at tripsportstravel.com. Tripsportstravel.com. Save more money.
Looking for an easier way to pay the bills and balance the budget? There couldn't be an easier way than with TSC's Total Talk Plus. With Total Talk Plus, you can get Total Talk plus basic cable, Total Talk plus high-speed internet, or Total Talk plus basic cable and high-speed internet with costs starting as low as $59.95 per month. It doesn't get any easier than this. Talk soon.
Tailgaters Drive-Thru, located just south of Lincoln Avenue on Defiance Street, has the best pizza in Wapakoneta. Tailgaters Drive-Thru is hot food, cold drinks. Tailgaters Drive-Thru on Defiance Street. We've got what you're looking for. Additional sponsors for tonight's broadcast include Jowett & Burton, estate, business, and litigation attorneys helping clients solve their legal and financial matters. Jowett & Burton, attorneys at law. Walmart of Wapakoneta, located at 1257 Bellefontaine Street. Save money, live better at Walmart. Stroh Johnson, certified public accountants. Trust, integrity, service. Stroh Johnson & Company. Game Face Ohio's High School Hoops is brought to you by TSC, Greavy Sales and Service, Premier Event Concepts, and Owen Kitchen and Bath.
Welcome back into the Horseshoe here in St. Mary's, Ohio, where tonight WBL action as the Bath Wild Kittens in town to take on the St. Mary's Rough Riders. And at halftime, Wild Kittens with a commanding 30-8 lead as they dominated the first half. And here to take a look at first half statistics is James Smith.
Well, thank you, Dan. And first, we'll take a look at Bath's team stats. Free throw department, Bath is 9 for 10 for the first half. Rebounding, you have 13 total team rebounds. Individually for Bath, in the scoring department, they're led by Audrey Brandon. She has 10 points in the first half. Emily Rui has 7. And Katie Dakin also has 5, and then a couple girls in there with a bucket apiece. Turnover department for Bath, they have 7 team turnovers in the first half. Flip it over to St. Mary's team-wise. They have yet to make it to the free throw line. No attempts. 9 total team rebounds for St. Mary's. And the big first half stat, St. Mary's has 16 first half turnovers.
So 16 turnovers for St. Mary's, and they haven't been to the charity stripe yet.
That's correct.
Hard to overcome.
That's correct. And then individually in the scoring department, 4 girls each have a field goal apiece to give them their 8 points. Ashley Falk, Kelly Heitmeyer, Paige Dykus, and Kelsey Rohrbach, each with a field goal apiece to give them their 4 field goals for their 8 total points.
So far in the ball game, James, as we look at it, St. Mary's turning the ball over quite a bit. They're playing a little bit sloppy offensively. They haven't been able to generate much consistently offensively, and they're not getting any gifts from this Bath team that's playing very disciplined.
Yeah, Bath is really creating a lot of trouble, with their pressure out top, and they're able to get in their press after made buckets as well, and able to create a lot of trouble for St. Mary's, which leads to turnovers and transition for Bath at the other end.
All right, that's going to do it for the Game Face Ohio halftime show. We'll be back for the start of this second half with Bath on top of St. Mary's by a score of 30-8.
What you looking at, Michael?
Oh, relax, Sherry. It's nothing that you'd be interested in.
I wonder what he's been doing on the internet for so long. He's got to be up to no good.
Okay. Here you go, Sherry. Happy birthday, dear. Call TSC for bright lightning high-speed internet today and surprise your wife. That is, if you can.
For over 100 years, the Stolly Insurance Team has been looking out for you.
We have access to major insurance companies all over the country. But together, we can customize an insurance program that will offer you the best coverage for the best premiums.
Let us look out for you. Give us a call for a personalized proposal today.
Proudly featuring Motorist Insurance, Stolly Insurance in Lima, Walpock, Salina, and Lakeview. Representing Motorist Insurance Group and other fine insurance companies. Stolly Insurance.
In a hurry in downtown Lima? Stop into the Elks Lodge on the corner of 81 and Northwest Street. The Elks Lodge has been serving some of the best food in Lima for decades, and we have now opened our doors to the public from 11 to 2, Monday through Friday. Come enjoy a fresh hand-breaded pork tenderloin for $3.95, a delicious Club 54 sandwich for only $5.25, or stop in on Thursday where we feature our slow-cooked prime rib dinner with a baked potato and salad for only $7.95. Lima Elks Lodge 54. Good food, good friends, good old 54.
Tailgaters Drive-Thru, located just south of Lincoln Avenue on Defiance Street, has the best pizza in Wapakoneta. Tailgaters Drive-Thru is hot food, cold drinks. Tailgaters Drive-Thru.
The Horseshoe for the start of the second half. St. Mary's will have the ball trailing at 30-8. I'm Dan Hirn along with Rick Bowersock. And a turnover here for St. Mary's, which is not an uncommon occurrence. They've committed 17 of them so far in this ball game. Rick, as we get started here in the second half, give me your impressions of this ball game through the first half.
Well, it's just Bath is a better team. I mean, nothing against St. Mary's girls. They're working hard, but Bath's, all their kids can pass the ball. They can pivot with it. They square up to the basket. Just a lot more fundamental, and that results in the 17th turnover to start the second half for St. Mary's. And the St. Mary's kids just have to keep working at it. Just keep working hard, and things will come. They'll get better if they work hard, but you don't want to give up at this point.
2 possessions so far in this second half for St. Mary's. Both of them has ended with the turnover, and that's a problem they obviously talked about in the locker room. So something they still need to make an adjustment to.
Yeah, it's just confidence and you know, just taking care of the basketball. See, they're out there being aggressive defensively, though.
The whistle on the near side, and it looks like they're going to get Reagan Aller for a foul.
It's all a confidence thing, this basketball game. I mean, the girls offensively are not confident for St. Mary's, but defensively they think they can do it. If you just watch their expressions, their effort is a lot better defensively than it is offensively.
For Aller, that's her 3rd foul.
A little bit too aggressive for
Free ball
that time.
No good. A rebound from Bath and a whistle underneath. Looks like another foul. And
a little bit of reach there.
Gave that one to Paige Dykus.
Paige Dykus.
Yep. Both teams with their starters back out there for this second half. Excuse me, except for Bath, Katie Dakin out there.
Caitlin Singhouse at the line, missed both free throws.
So the score remains 30-8. Again, this ball poked out of bounds by Taylor Dakin.
Bath just gets their hands on so many passes. They're just really good at that. Anticipation.
Falk back to Albert on the near side, and this is an offense you can run when you're in control of a game. When you're down by this many points, it's difficult to stay in that offense.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
They cut the lead to 20, but right back to the other end, and Bath answers with a 3 ball by Katie Dakin, pushes it back out to 23. There's exactly what you mentioned right there. Another pass that Bath got their hand on.
The girls just anticipate out of this zone.
Runner no good. The rebound comes down to Bath. Dakin with it, top of the key. She'll try a three. That one rattles off. And the rebound collected by Bath. Another three by Dakin. This one back off the back of the iron, no good. And St. Mary's does come away with this board. Dykes pushes it up court. And an off-balance shot off the front of the iron by Heitkamp.
But she just didn't get herself under control there. And again, it's a mindset. I mean, she knew she had to be aggressive and take it. She just didn't have the skill and control to get it there.
Taylor Dakin with it in the center circle. Closing in on 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Johns, they work it over to the far corner. To the foul line, now back out to Dakin on the right. Underneath in the lane, Brandon off the glass, and she has two more. She's had a good night.
Auburn's having a good night. Inside, taking the ball inside, getting to the foul line. Doing some nice things. Good patience by Bath that time.
Underneath they go. Does St. Mary's. Reagan Aller with one that kind of flopped in off the back of the hoop.
Well, that's 4 points for Reagan. Right there from the foul line area.
Turnover for Bath, and now a mass substitution as they'll bring in 4 fresh players off the bench. Among them, Jenna Holler. Let's see who else we have. Madison Clark back into the ball game along with Emily Rui. And Madison Dakin now into the game.
And Coach Monk is, I think he's in his 5-minute rotation. 5 minutes, 5 people. Next 5 minutes, 5 new people. Still pressing and expects everybody on the floor he puts out there to do the job and get better. Even with a big lead, he wants them to get better.
Well, there's no better practice than in-game practice, right?
Exactly. It gives everybody a chance to play. And the same thing goes with St. Mary's, you know, just like the Aller girl has made 2 shots here in the second half. You know, she's a sophomore. She's starting to feel a little bit better about herself. And that's what it's all about anyway.
Rui shuts down that drive. Oops. With the block underneath, and it goes back to the other end for Bath. Got a minor collision over here on the near side of the court between a couple of Rough Riders, but it looked like everybody got up okay.
I think they're okay.
That ball's going to go out of bounds and back over to St. Mary's.
I think they gave it to Bath.
Excuse me, Bath.
It looked like it was went off the Bath girl, but we got a bad advantage of view, or we got a bad view on that one.
Well, we're so far away. This is a fantastic facility they have over here.
It's awesome. It won't get any better than this.
Bath with another steal.
Good anticipation by Rui there.
Quickly the ball goes back to the Rough Riders. And a missed opportunity there, although they will get the foul that will send them to the line. And this would represent the first opportunity from, nope, excuse me, no foul. No foul shots. They're
going to get there before
got overexcited.
They're going to get there before it's over.
Yeah.
James is going to put a couple extra marks down there for him. Get him into 1-on-1. St. Mary's with a little pick play in the corner there against the zone. Bath defended it well. It's just tough against this zone. The St. Mary's Bath is so active. Another good shot there.
Kelly Heitkamp drops one in and then comes back down and takes it away.
There you go. She's feeling it, see? Energy at one end transfers to energy at the other.
It makes 10 turnovers for Bath. Heitkamp with the top of the key, dishes over to the left. They go back to the top of the key, and Heitkamp nearly had it taken away from her. Albert thought about the three.
Coming into the game, Molly was a pretty good percentage 3-point shooter.
She went baseline and
Got it blocked back into her, and they called a foul there. Or no, they
called a travel.
Travel.
Yep. 35-14. Bath has been in control of this one from the beginning. Our ball game will air tonight at 10:30, and then it's available on GameFaceOhio.com tomorrow morning, and it'll be available for viewing from then on out. And then over on WOSN, it'll air tomorrow at 5 p.m. As St. Mary's and Bath get into a jump ball situation. Excuse me, go ahead.
Bath gets possession on that jump ball.
Finally, our ball game will air again on TSC the following Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Wednesday at 1 p.m. So plenty of opportunities to catch this ball game. Shot up and good. Did she call bank? I didn't hear that.
I don't think she was planning on that, but it worked out good for her.
So the lead now 24 for Bath, 38-14, with less than a minute and a half to play here in the third quarter.
Jenna Holler on that last shot from the corner, number 11 for Bath, banked it in.
Into the lane, the shot. I'm not sure whether Singhouse got a hand on that or not.
Yeah, she made a nice job. Nice job of blocking. It was a good, strong move.
And she'll take the pair at the other end. Under a minute to play here, third quarter. St. Mary's pushing it up court. And Singhouse got her hand on another one. It ends up in another turnover. And Madison Dakin will be fouled on the baseline.
Again, St. Mary's girls trying to be aggressive. Just a little bit too much aggressive there. Looks like St. Mary's going to set up as their half-court trap again, try to get a little steal here or out of a good trap. Another hands call there. Anytime you put two hands on the ball, on the dribbler with the ball, they're going to call it automatically.
Second foul on Ashley Folk. And Bath with the ball, and a three ball on the way. Off the front of the iron, no good. The rebound will go out of bounds and over to St. Mary's.
Number 13 took that shot, Alyssa Manley, a freshman off the bench for Bath. Coach Mock really thinks she might be their starting point guard next year. Really impressed with her toughness, her ability to overcome. He says it's interesting because you see it here tonight too, the ability for a girl to overcome a mistake. The good ones can do that. The good players, once they're going to make mistakes, but once they do, they can overcome it. And he's been really impressed with this little Holler girl, her ability to do that stuff.
Well, the freshman not afraid to take the shot either.
Yeah.
Falk into the lane, throws it off the glass, no good. Rebound loose, and a jump ball quickly called. As Caitlin Singhouse, who's been involved in a lot of action so far here in this second half. We're down to 2 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Bath with a 40-14 lead.
Let's see what the Rough Riders can come up with here. This out of bounds play.
And
nice move.
Turnaround jumper up and good for Aller. And those 2 points bring the third quarter to an end. After 3 quarters of play here in St. Mary's, it's the Bath Wild Kittens 40 and the Rough Riders 14. You're watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
Looking for an easier way to pay the bills and balance the budget? There couldn't be an easier way than with TSC's Total Talk Plus. With Total Talk Plus, you can get Total Talk plus basic cable, Total Talk plus high-speed internet, or Total Talk plus basic cable and high-speed internet with costs starting as low as $59.95 per month. It doesn't get any easier than this. Talk soon.
Back here at the Horseshoe for the final frame. And I missed those last 2 points up on the board. It is 40-16 now in favor of Bath. And they have been in control since the outset. They were jumped out to an early 8-0 lead and have not looked back. And Rick, you mentioned it, and it's something that really sticks out since you said it. How many times Bath gets into the passing lane?
Oh, yeah. They're just they're well coached, number one. And Coach Fulmer does a nice job, too. But the Bath kids are just skilled and they're well coached over the years and play a lot of basketball, and you can just see the difference.
Johns with it on the far side. Goes baseline to the opposite side, and a 3-ball up off the side of the iron. No good, but the rebound right there for Singhouse.
Better walk a little bit. Forced it a little bit. Probably would have been good for her to just kick that out to some open shooter. She kind of forced it up there a little bit.
Singhouse getting a lot of minutes tonight. Emily Rui has been on the bench quite a bit, and they really haven't missed her because they've been in control of this game all night long. But Singhouse has done a good job inside.
Yes, she has. She's done a nice job in there. Reagan Aller had a good third quarter. You know, Southmore coming in at third quarter, team's down a lot, but she's playing hard, aggressive. I think she had 6 points that quarter. It's good for her to grow that way.
Albert Aller tries the 3, it's no good. Albert with the board, and she gets the putback.
Good hustle, good offensive rebound.
Back to the opposite end. Jess Johns with a turnaround that throws it up and in. That has been the story all night. If St. Mary's does make something positive happen offensively, Bath has an answer for it very quickly.
Yes, they do.
Albert will try the long 3, and it's no good. Rebound back in the hands of Aller. Her shot no good, and Bath comes away with it. Brandon with another board. She's had a good night on the glass.
Nice pass.
2 more for Singhouse. She now has 4.
Taylor Dacken really sees the floor well. She made an excellent pass, and it's not an easy pass at that angle, but she put it right where it needed to be.
Timeout going to be taken by St. Mary's. It's the first timeout of the ball game, with our score at 44-18. And we'll take a break here. You're watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
In a hurry in downtown Lima, stop into the Elks Lodge on the corner of 81 and Northwest Street. The Elks Lodge has been serving some of the best food in Lima for decades, and we have now opened our doors to the public from 11 to 2, Monday through Friday. Come enjoy a fresh hand-breaded pork tenderloin for $3.95, a delicious Club 54 sandwich for only $5.25, or stop in on Thursday where we feature our slow-cooked prime rib dinner with a baked potato and salad for only $7.95. Lima Elks Lodge 54. Good food, good friends, good old 54.
Back here at the Horseshoe at St. Mary's, and in the fourth quarter, Bath with the lead, 44-18. Rick, I got to ask, in that situation, the timeout for St. Mary's, what does Coach Fulmer want to talk about in that situation right there?
Well, I think here, she called a timeout there, but their girls were really being aggressive, but I also saw a lot of frustration. I think she just wanted to set them down and calm them down and say, let's get better in these last 6 minutes. Let's not get frustrated and sloppy here. I really think that's what was going on there.
Jump ball there as Reagan Aller got her hands on the ball that Singhouse was trying to take to the hoop. Possession arrow favors Bath, so they will have it, and Dacken has that one go between the legs and out of bounds.
Get a little sloppy here. For Bath in this situation, it's hard to continue to keep playing and be sound like Coach Mock wants them to be when you have this advantage in this lead.
Aller with a nice pass and a whistle and a foul. And it looks like Aller ran over Brandon. That's her 4th.
Brandon's had a nice game tonight. Good defensive possession there. Stepped right in there and took a charge in a 44-18 game.
Right.
I mean, that's what you like to see. You want to get better. Don't go up and try to block the shot and do something that's out of character. And I'm sure that's what Coach Mox wants. He just wants to continue to play well and not be sloppy and be selfish, but keep continuing to get better as a team, even though you have this pretty well locked up, I could say, at this point. You don't want to get sloppy and you don't want to become selfish.
Well, coaches strive for consistency above everything else, correct?
Correct. Exactly. That's exactly what you want. And you trust the most consistent players.
Johns misses the foul shot, but Bath with the board. Dakin with it on the near side.
St. Mary's girls still being really aggressive.
Singhouse with the turnaround, it's no good, and the rebound tipped around finally ends up in the hands of Aller, who pushes it up the far side. Shot no good. Excuse me, that was Falk that pushed it up. Aller missed the shot. Now the ball loose and another jump ball.
It was a good possession, for the St. Mary's team. We got an offensive or defensive rebound, pushed it down the floor, made a nice pass. We missed the layup, but we fought for it. Bath got it through an outlet pass. Molly stepped in front of it, made a nice pass. So, they're doing good things there in that possession.
Three ball up and good for Ashley Falk.
Ashley hits a three. So, this is how you build. This is how you learn. Keep playing hard.
Dakin misses the three on the far side, and another jump ball going to be called. Take another look at that three-pointer from the far corner there.
It was a nice pass, and she had her feet set. She's ready to shoot it. Those are all learning experiences. That's what St. Mary's needs. They need to learn how to play hard like they are, but to also play smart now.
Bath there nearly had a turnover, but they always seem to have somebody in the right spot to scoop the ball up.
Yeah, their spacing is excellent. Their spacing all the time offensively is good.
There again, the ball came loose, but another Wild Kitten was right there to scoop it up. Brandon hits the deck.
I got a little bump there, but hey, that's all right. That'll teach her to get lower with the ball when she gets it and keep her balance.
Falk with it on the far side. They go underneath. Albert in the lane. Up, no good. And St. Mary's will go to the stripe. And that is their first time. Take another look at that foul.
For Molly, that was a nice take to the basket, and she just, she's frustrated, and she's playing hard, and she continues to play hard. And that's a great sign. She's gonna become a really good player because you can see that she's frustrated, but she doesn't give up.
Right.
And that's the difference. Take that frustration, vent it, get rid of it, and go to the next play.
She misses the front end and drops in the back end. 44-22. Bath still with a controlling lead. That's 3 points there for Molly Albert. Under 5 minutes to play in this one. And a steal here. And a whistle and a foul. And I believe if that goes on Brandon, that would be number 5 for her. No, I'm sorry. That one's going to go on number 11, Jenna Holler. That's her first.
Molly Albert, Reagan Aller, Ashley Falk have picked their game up a little bit in this last quarter, in the last half specific.
Shot on the left side of the lane, no good, but the rebound collected by Aller. Those three that you mentioned there, Rick, seem to be similar types of players. They all seem to have the same kind of game.
Right, and they keep playing.
Three ball on the way.
Not everything goes their way, but they keep playing.
Good up and in by Kelly Heitkamp. She's had some good shots.
Kelly, nice rebound there and put back.
And a whistle and a timeout going to be taken here. I believe that was St. Mary's that called that one as well. Take a look at the replay here. That last bucket.
Shot taken by Aller.
44-24, Bath with the lead. And they look to improve to 4-0 inside the WBL as St. Mary's will be their victim tonight. They will go to 0-4. And we should mention that if you need more attention from Game Face Ohio, you can always connect with us on Facebook and Twitter at facebook.com/GameFaceOhio or on Twitter at GameFaceOhio. The two other good opportunities to stay connected with Game Face.
Last possession, St. Mary's did a nice job of tying up the post player there who had an easy layup. It's interesting, Coach Monk was up 44-24 about a minute ago, and he called a timeout. And I think he wanted to do a little bonding with the 5 people on the floor because he wasn't happy that they got that wide open three-pointer and then they get a wide open rebound. And those aren't things Bath does. And he wanted to make those girls aware, and he kind of let them know that that's not what we do here at Bath.
That 3-ball no good.
So even in a game where it's a pretty easy win for him, he still is emphasizing what you have to do to be a championship team, and that's what Bath's all about.
Still instructing.
Still instructing.
We close in on 3 minutes to play here in our ballgame. We should remind you that our next broadcast is next week. As the shot by Johns is no good, it'll be on the 20th. We'll have Salina at St. Mary's. High school basketball for you. Part of a 7-game broadcast schedule of regular season games. We may get into the tournament a little bit. And it looks like
5 new Wildcats.
5 new kittens out there.
I think Coach Monk has seen enough of that group. I'm going to try this group. Even though you're winning, you want to end on a positive note.
Well, and if you have the ability to throw 5 new jerseys out there, you can do it.
That's a nice advantage.
3-ball up and good.
Kelly Heitkamp again. Her name's been popping up there. She's had a good 4th quarter in the second half.
Gives her 8. Aller with the steal, and the shot no good. It'll come down to the Kittens. Here's another swipe. Falk with the steal.
Ashley's been real aggressive.
He takes the jumper up and good. So a flurry of points there for the Rough Riders. They now trail 44-29. Bath going to slow things down a little bit.
Right. Girls are not just coming up and firing up trying to get their points.
There's a bucket and a foul.
Nice pass inside, good finish inside. Still being unselfish. That's what you like to see.
Taking another look at that foul. Here on the replay.
Good shot fake on the perimeter, a bounce pass inside, and a good finish protecting the ball with her body.
Foul shot is no good. But Bath still in control as we go under 2 minutes to play. Into the lane, the shot and the bucket for Reagan Aller.
Reagan Aller did a nice job inside that time again. Those are all things that Coach Fulmer can build off of. 3-point
Smith
goal.
with the 3-point bucket from the outside, yep.
They just bring them off the bench and keep shooting them in, don't they?
Yep. This group, since coming in, has dumped in 5 points. Dykes gets a baseline jumper. Suddenly the lead is 49-33. There's a jumper up, no good, but Bath right there with the rebound. Manley throws up the baseline jumper. It's no good. Another shot by Bath, and that one will fall. Madison Dyken there with that bucket.
Coach Fulmer with the timeout here. I think she wanted to get her substitutions in there.
So with 50 seconds to play, Coach Fulmer takes a break here.
Kind of interesting that you, it's a 30-second timeout, I believe. It's kind of interesting that how you notice that the St. Mary's girls are playing a little looser here at the end.
Right.
Just tacking, not thinking so much.
Yep.
That's how you have to play, and that's what Kelly can go in with, Coach Fulmer can go in with at the end of the game. So that's how you guys have to play. You just have to loosen up, be aggressive, loosen up, don't worry about things, and just play.
Yeah, their offense at the beginning of the game was very stiff.
Right. As a coach, you're always looking until the buzzer goes off of ways to help these kids improve.
St. Mary's with the ball in 43 seconds. On to the baseline and a push.
That was a good call. That was a good goal.
Rohrbaugh tried to clear some space for herself.
Right.
Coach Fulmer not certain that she agrees with that call.
Yes. She did push off, but she'll learn from that. You learn to use your body instead of extending your arm away from your body, and they wouldn't have called it. So those are all coaching points for the future.
Manley, freshman, takes the jumper. It's no good. St. Mary's with it with 23 seconds left as Heitkamp will bring it up. Three ball up and good. That's Rohrbaugh.
And again, just not thinking, catch it, shoot it.
Yeah, St. Mary's may have benefited earlier in this ball game had they been able to play that loose the entire way.
Learning experience.
As it sits, the final score 51-36 in favor of the Bath Wildkittens as they come away with a WBL victory here tonight. We're going to come back with the Game Face Ohio postgame show. You're watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.
Additional sponsors for tonight's broadcast include Jowett & Burton, estate, business, and litigation attorneys helping clients solve their legal and financial matters. Jowett & Burton, attorneys at law. Walmart of Wapakoneta, located at 1257 Bellefontaine Street. Save money, live better at Walmart. Stroh Johnson, certified public accountants. Trust, integrity, service. Stroh Johnson & Company. Tailgaters Drive-Thru, located just south of Lincoln Avenue on Defiance Street, has the best pizza in Wapakoneta. Tailgaters Drive-Thru is hot food, cold drinks. Tailgaters Drive-Thru on Defiance Street. We've got what you're looking for.
What you looking at, Michael?
Oh, relax, Sherry. It's nothing that you'd be interested in.
I wonder what he's been doing on the internet for so long. He's got to be up to no good.
Okay. Here you go, Sherry. Happy birthday, dear. Call TSC for bright lightning high-speed internet today and surprise your wife. That is, if you can.
For over 100 years, the Stolly Insurance Team has been looking out for you.
We have access to major insurance companies all over the country. But together, we can customize an insurance program that will offer you the best coverage for the best premiums.
Let us look out for you. Give us a call for a personalized proposal today.
Proudly featuring Motorist Insurance, Stolly Insurance in Lima, Walpock, Salina, and Lakeview. Representing Motorist Insurance Group and other fine insurance companies. Stolly Insurance.
In a hurry in downtown Lima? Stop into the Elks Lodge on the corner of 81 and Northwest Street. The Elks Lodge has been serving some of the best food in Lima for decades, and we have now opened our doors to the public from 11 to 2, Monday through Friday. Come enjoy a fresh hand-breaded pork tenderloin for $3.95, a delicious Club 54 sandwich for only $5.25, or stop in on Thursday where we feature our slow-cooked prime rib dinner with a baked potato and salad for only $7.95. Lima Elks Lodge 54. Good food, good friends, good old 54.
Book your next getaway at tripsportstravel.com. Find great deals on cruises, flights, hotels, rental cars, everything you need for your dream vacation, right here at tripsportstravel.com. tripsportstravel.com. Save more money.
Looking for an easier way to pay the bills and balance the budget? There couldn't be an easier way than with TSC's Total Talk Plus. With Total Talk Plus, you can get Total Talk plus basic cable, Total Talk plus high-speed internet, or Total Talk plus basic cable and high-speed internet with costs starting as low as $59.95 per month. It doesn't get any easier than this. Talk soon.
Welcome back to the Horseshoe here in St. Mary's, where tonight the Bath Wild Kittens came in and ran roughshod over the Rough Riders, 51-36. In a ball game, Rick, that by the time the first quarter had come to a close, Bath was already in control and nothing much changed after that.
Exactly. It was Bath from the start, jumped out on them. St. Mary's had trouble handling the pressure that Bath was creating defensively. A lot of turnovers, struggled to score, and that just set the tone for the whole game.
St. Mary's struggled with holding on to the ball. They committed 21 turnovers in this game. They also struggled a little bit to get their offense going early. And really, we talked about it late in the game. They really seemed to get their offense going when they loosened up a little bit.
Yeah, when it was almost like, okay, we realize we're going to lose now, and the pressure's kind of off maybe, and let's just relax and play hard. They played hard the whole game. They didn't play smart. They didn't always play together, but their effort was there. The idea of what they wanted to do was there. But when they relaxed and just played without worrying, you saw that they were starting to shoot better, and good things are going to happen. And Kelly can learn from that. And Coach Fulmer, I call her Kelly, but she can learn from that and teach the kids, and they're going to advance.
It's time now to select the Lima Elks player of the game, and that player is going to come from the Lima Bath team. Audrey Brandon, who finished the ball game with 12 points and 8 rebounds to go along with some pretty good defense tonight.
Yeah, I was really impressed with her. She did a nice job defensively. She's always in position defensively down in there in the post, and in their traps she was always active. She took a charge late in the game. Obviously, she finished offensively to get to 12 points, and defensively she had 6 or 7 rebounds in the first half, played very little in the second half, but she definitely was player of the game.
Our player of the game brought to you by the Lima Elks Lodge 54 over in Lima. They are open for lunch from 11 to 2 Monday through Friday. They brought you the player of the game tonight. Our next broadcast will be next Friday night, January 20th, as Salina takes on St. Mary's right back here at the Horseshoe. Boys high school basketball for you that time. And we look forward to bringing that one to you. Thanks to our crew here tonight. They did a great job treading on the ice and setting everything up. And to James, our statistician. Rick, a pleasure doing the ballgame with you tonight.
Pleasure doing it with you. It was our maiden voyage or whatever that thing's called. I don't know what it's called.
I believe you're right.
It's first time together.
There you go.
We'll get better. We'll improve. We learned a lot.
That's right, just like the teams here tonight.
Right, exactly.
All right, thanks again to everybody, and thanks for you to joining us. We'll look forward to seeing you next time. You've been watching high school basketball on Game Face Ohio.